is going on, guys? So it's time for another guitar talk. This is episode number 2, and obviously you guys are seeing right off the bat who the special guest is today. Now this is the Schecter PT. A lot of you guys, I posted this on Facebook, are already familiar with this model and the whole range of guitars, so that's really good. And this is, man, what a beast of a guitar. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I plugged it in because I'm more, that's my phone going off. I'm more of a fan of, toss it on the ground. Kind of like a traditional Telecaster with the single coils and stuff like that. And when I plugged this thing into the Axe effects, I was just like, whoa, it just has like this ripping tone. It's just, you know, so in your face and punchy. I was just like, wow, you know, completely surprised with this guitar. Now this, like I said, this is the Schecter PT. What do we have going on here? So we have our maple neck, maple fingerboard. It does have Grover tuners on it. Now it has Schecter brand pickups, but don't let that be a turnoff at all. These pickups are super hot, hotter than what I'm used to playing with. And it, like I said, I think that's what is kind of accounting for that punchiness. Like I said, it's just really in your face. Now you have 2 humbuckers. You have an alder body, and I'm actually not a fan of black guitars very much, but this one I am, and that's why I was drawn to it. If you look at the binding on the side of it, it's kind of like this vintage cream. It looks like an aged white, and it just makes the whole guitar pop. That really, if it was all black, I wouldn't even have went over to it, but that was smart. You know, it really makes the guitar pop, and it just looks great. So it has a pretty thin C neck. Like I said, I have pretty big hands, so it wraps around the guitar pretty good, but it's not really a turn-off. Now, like most guitars, it seems to be the staple these days. There's a coil split, so you guys will get to hear that in a minute. I think it's kind of like, it's not expensive for the company to throw that in there, so they kind of throw that in with everything else, but it works nice for us, because it actually adds a lot of versatility to the guitar, and it's one less thing that we have to add to the guitar. I like to add push-pulls on almost all of my humbucker guitars. You have a 3-way selector, and you know, it's kind of like a no-frills guitar. I'm not sure what kind of bridge this is. I should have looked that up. But it's a string-through body. Now the plate does say Schecter, California, USA, but these are in fact made over in South Korea, I believe in the same factory that the Chapman guitars and stuff like that, and the PRS and all that stuff are made. But don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think they are. But this is just a super, super solid guitar. Now these retail most places for $4.99. That's what it is at Metronome, but right now this is on sale actually. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say the sale price, but if anybody would be interested in this particular one, I think they only have one of these left. That's why they're kind of doing like a clearance on it. I'll put the Metronome's phone number up right here. It's a good price. I was thinking, like, wow, after I played it, I was like, should I just snag this one up? But no, the guitar resonates really well. You can feel all the strings real strong through the headstock and all that stuff. So, you know, enough talking. Let's go ahead and get to hearing some tones. You guys were hearing the, what is it? The Friedman Brown Eye, just like my favorite patch in the world. But it was on the high gain setting, the Harry Brown Eye. So that was on here. Now you already heard that. Here it is again if you like the tone as much as I do. Now here it is coil split. So like I said, this is a fairly high gain setting, and especially with these high output pickups. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and coil tap it. And if you guys want to know more about the guitar, just check out the Schecter site. I'll add links below to Metronome's Facebook website, and then of course Schecter. You guys can get all the stats. I'm not really a stats guy. I'm not going to give you every single spec about the guitar. I do think I think it's a 42mm nut. So, but anyway, so here it is, coil split. Unsplit. Then split again. Okay, now this is the neck pickup on the guitar. Same high gain setting. I wanted you guys really hear with that punch that I was talking about. Now this humbucker is pretty cool. It's in the neck, so it has that real kind of rich, warm humbuckery sound, but it still has a crisp kind of like bite to it, like a single coil. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's like we're biting into an apple, a honey crisp apple. So here's the tone. So that's where I'm saying I'm getting that crisp sound, you know, when you get those notes together. A lot of humbuckers muddy up on stuff like that. So here is, oh sorry, I'm going to coil split it now. I really like this tone a lot. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and kick the gain down a little bit and head straight into that AC/DC rock and roll territory. So here's the tone we have going on. Still pretty hot. That's the pickups actually pushing it a little bit more, but it still has you know, a lot less gain, and you're going to get more clarity on some of your notes. So. Very fun tone. This is definitely more where I kind of feel at home. This more kind of like mid-range, high gain. So far we've had a fairly dry tone. Just a hint of reverb, maybe a tiny bit of a delay. Very fast delay if there's anything on there. I didn't even check to see. But so let's go ahead and let you guys hear some clean tones, that is, on this guitar, and it handles them very well. Okay, so I just stumbled across a tone I was wanting to show you guys, but I couldn't find it. Now this is not anything that I've made. This is just a tone that was preset in here. Just called a whole lotta, and I'm just gonna call it a whole lot of tone because it really nails that Jimmy Page kind of. Not quite stealing the riff. Gotta make sure I'm not copywriting anybody. Okay, so here's the clean sound. I have the pickup split. I got a little bit of chorus and reverb happening right now just because I just want to have a real rich clean. And here's just the neck pickup split. Okay, and last but certainly not least is of course that big old 80s tone. So I gotta always put the guitars through the test of what I consider my favorite tone. It's just that big fat 80s rock and roll, reverb to death guitar tone. And so this is going to wrap it up. Again, this isn't like a full demo. I'm not trying to demonstrate everything about the guitar. We're just going to sit here and chat, talk about guitars. So one thing I wanted to do is, what do you guys think about the guitar? Leave some stuff in the comment section if you want to. Do you like them? Have you played them? Just kind of not been your thing. But I'm telling you, I really dig this guitar. This is a nice guitar. And, you know, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and play you guys out. Thank you all so much for subscribing, of course, and liking the videos. I was so excited that so many people wanted this to be a weekly series. So every Thursday, you guys will be bugged by me and a new guitar, which I guess the guitar won't be bugging you, because guitars are awesome. And I'm not. But anyway, so here's the tone. Peace out. I will see you guys next time, and have a great rest of the week.